Today on One recently sat down with political analyst Hoze Riruako to discuss how the release of the Fishrot files could have impacted the recently concluded presidential and National Assembly elections, which saw President Hage Geingob being re-elected into office with 56.3% of the votes, down from 87%, which he won in 2014. According to Riruako, this was a good tactical move from the sources that exposed the Fishrot files.
This was a good tactical move from whoever who released it. Things that are released on the eve of the election will have an impact on the election because the people don't see the fact that whatever is happening now, the seed of corruption was already planted in 2012 before this president took over. So it's true because it happened then. But because of the releasing of it now on the eve of the election, people are looking and say, why do we elect this government if they can do this? All right? But don't you think that thing is perpetual? It comes from years back. So the timing of the release, I think if I was a Hage, I would cry the same tears. Why would you release it now? You know, it's meant to have an impact, in my opinion.
SWANU President Tangeni Iyambo also weighed in on the matter regarding the timing of the Fishrot files and the 2019 presidential and National Assembly elections.
If it was a little earlier, I'm sure many Namibians' opinions would have been shifted. But now it came at the time that actually the elections was on and the people in the campaign, parties in the campaign spree and so on. So if it came a little earlier, but that doesn't matter because, as I said, the yellow cake rod is coming, and the diamond rod, and gold rod, and etc., etc. So, as I said, this is only the tip of the iceberg. It came at the wrong time, indeed. I agree. But if it came a little earlier, the results of the elections will even be different by now.
Today on One also spoke to some members of the public to find out their reactions towards the Fishrot documentaries.
These people who are corrupting their money is not circulating within the Namibian economy. It's being taken somewhere outside Namibia. There are quite a number of fishermen who lost their job because of the Fishrot scandal. I think the best that could be done is to seize the resources of these people and redistribute back to the nation.
This comes weeks before our national election, presidential election, and I think that our presidential election should have been postponed until this whole thing should have been investigated on who's in it and who's not, because we all know now with the president's actions. I'm not a judge, but it's a guilty man walking. So for me, I say Bennett Yeso, the whole guy, Saki, that was in that sense, they're all guilty, but it's not about just firing them. What happens to them? Because all the ministers that comes after them will just do the same. I'll steal, I'll resign, I won't get sent to jail.
The bail hearing for the 6 suspects, which include ex-Minister of Justice Saki Shangala and ex-Fisheries Minister Bernard Esau, was postponed to 20th February 2020 after the 6 suspects and their lawyers abandoned their bail application in Windhoek's Magistrates Court.